What's up, you guys? I had a little break to meditate, relax, get recharged, and I'm back for part 2 of the live 11:11 readings. For anybody who's coming across this video after it's already been uploaded, I do occasionally go live and do readings for 11:11 per question, and sometimes I also go live for free. So if you want to know more about this, just subscribe to me, and I always post like comments and updates about when I'm going to be going live so you can like prepare, and I allow people to like sign up ahead of time and stuff like that. So if you're interested, just check it out. If you're looking for a reading that's 11:11, you like that price, my partner John from Fox Astrology is also doing tarot readings right now. His readings are half off for only 11:11. Just email me. The information will be below once this is posted if you want to schedule a reading at that price with him. My lowest price right now on my website, promiseharmony.com/services, is only $33. It's definitely worth it. And I always have free content on my channel, free readings where you can like choose a card to get your message that I've heard are very accurate. And I want to thank you guys for being here and for supporting me. So let's go ahead and get started. Who is next? Betty? Okay, so Betty wants to know any divine messages for February. Could you give me some water, John?
Oh, hang on, I think actually. Hannah. Sorry.
Didn't I just do Hannah?
No, you did, it's Carl,
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you're right.
Okay,
You're right.
so Betty is next. And can you get me some water?
What divine messages coming up for February?
Okay, so Betty, what's up? Divine messages for you for February. I actually feel called to use this deck. Okay, so I'm seeing something going on in your love life. It's kind of interesting. I do see something positive happening in your love life because first of all, I got this fulfillment card, and I was just talking about in someone else's reading about how February there's like a love portal, not just because of Valentine's Day, but the energies are really strong right now for people to connect in love or for there to be like a renewal of energy in your love life. And so I do see like a strong connection. This could be someone you're already connected with, or maybe perhaps a new person, because there's like this new energy, like an invigoration. So, an invigoration in a new relationship or in a relationship that's already been going. And this is the fulfillment card. So, this is saying like satisfaction is being achieved in your love life, your wish is granted, something unexpected will happen in your love life. And so I do see February in general as a really lucky month for you. This is saying February is a good time to really wish for the things that you know are best for you, to really put your intentions out there for your long-term good. So mark your calendar for when the new moon is on February, and that might be a good time to just say a prayer or to write down a list of what you want to manifest, or maybe to make up a little ritual or something. And something I like to do sometimes on the new moon is like to make an altar table. I'll just like clear off a little table or like a shelf in my house, and I'll put like, I put like a stack of money on it with like a feather on top, and I'll light a candle, and maybe I put some cards. If you have a tarot deck, pull out the cards that remind you of like happiness, like, maybe the Two of Hearts or the Two of Cups or something like that, and maybe put some food on it to represent abundance, and little figurines or maybe some crystals, and just like make a little altar, or like just like a little visualization of like what you would like to manifest, and just something like that brings peace to you, and like decorate like a little shelf in your house to kind of be a representation of the things you want to manifest. And I just see it being a very positive time for you. The full moon in February is also going to be a good time for you to manifest, but I see the energy being stronger on the new moon, and that's happening in a couple days, isn't it? Yeah. So, yes, pay attention to the new moon and the full moon. This is talking about your anxiety being relieved. There's some kind of situation that's been going on since 2018 that has been causing you a lot of stress and opposition. And so you're worried about something someone has said to you behind your back or said behind your back or something someone did to you that was unkind, and it's been surrounding you in like negativity. And I feel like this was unexpected, like you got stabbed in the back by someone, or something from the past has been coming up. Maybe it was related to the holiday season. If you have drama with your family or like anybody in your life has passed, like the holidays tends to bring up like just the grief that you've been through in your life. The winter season can bring that up. So maybe this is something coming from the past or something recent that happened and you're like on the other side of that, but it's still lingering a little bit. I feel like February you're overcoming that, which is really positive. And so you've been evaluating the situation and the opposition that you've been encountering, and you're feeling stronger to stand against this. You're feeling more logical, you're feeling more persistent, and you feel like you are more aware of any like prejudice or deceit of that anyone around you or in the past has created, and you're not seeing yourself as like affected so much by this anymore. So you're really overcoming this, and you're eliminating any negativity that you've been feeling recently because of any of that. This is talking about your creativity. The Ace of Wands is saying like now's the time to act, now's the time to go for it. Like you're receiving a burst of energy and like some big idea, and like it's time to go. So there's some kind of download that comes through your imagination. So in February, pay attention to any repeated thoughts, any repeated feelings or desires that are coming up, because that's actually like a divine message that's coming through for you to take action on. And it could be related to your love life. This is also saying February is a good month for like socializing with people. Any opportunities you have to get out or to be in a group or to socialize, take them up. Because this card is saying it's going to serve you more to be out and about and around others than by yourself this month. Sometimes it's important to isolate and to kind of be in solitude and to kind of be to yourself. And sometimes if you're an empath or an introvert, it's important to get time to like recharge from social gatherings. But in February, they're like, get out there, be around people, host an event or a party if you can, or attend a party or a social gathering, and you will likely have many opportunities to do so. Now let's take it to my Wildwood deck, see if anything else is coming in for you, any other divine messages regarding February. Oh, wow. So your finances are improving. Maybe that's what this was, the anxiety or the worry I was tapping into. Finances are improving. You've been frustrated about this, feeling like, maybe you've just been paying the bills and there hasn't been a lot left over or something. Or maybe it's something opposite, like you want to invest, like you're doing well, but you want to invest, or something you've been wanting to purchase. And I feel like the money's coming through in February, and you're going to have a little bit more money for your self-care. So get yourself to the beauty salon or get a new blouse or something. There's a message about like any extra money you have, putting it into a little bit of self-care. Abundance. It's just another clarification for you that this is not a joke. Yes, there is abundance coming in February. Wonderful, beautiful. This is another card talking about soulmates uniting, soulmates coming together, an opportunity in love for your love life to grow to a higher level. Beautiful. Final messages for you about February. Simplicity. Yes, it's going to be a social month, but don't make too many plans. Just focus on the new moon and the full moon, setting your intentions, manifesting. There's a strong message about altar work for you. Having faith that your financial situation is going to work out in your best interest. There's just a little bit more time that's needed. About 5 days after the new moon, I see like a windfall of cash coming in. You'll be very thankful. So this is saying be thankful as if it's already come. Like believe as if the universe does have your back, as it does. And just know whatever your worry or trouble is financially, whatever it is you're trying to invest in, just know like, you know what? I trust. I have faith. I know that the universe is going to help me with this. I have a direct channel to the divine. If I need to take any action or any steps to help secure this abundance, it will come to me at the right time. I'll hear it. I'll take the steps I need to take. Like, ground yourself with those affirmations. Abundance. What? I feel like you really need this message because they're like coming out with it a lot. Abundance. Your frustration with this is over. You're going to be grateful. Beautiful. Inspiration and imagination. After this situation is like taken care of and like the abundance thing is worked out, you're going to have some space. Whereas you were worrying or like planning like for this abundance, you're going to have it sorted out. Decisions will be made. You'll move forward financially. And then there's going to be this space. It's going to be like, all right, what now? Like now that I got that taken care of, there's all this space you need to fill. And so they're saying move on to like what your next inspiration is and strike while it's hot, because it's a very good energy to move forward. You need to get moving on whatever your plans are going to be, because March 4th all the way to towards the end of April, Mercury is in retrograde. So that's not a good time to plan anything new or take any risks or to really get something new going. But if you start it in February, you'll be able to work with the energy of Mercury retrograde, because it's a good time to replan or reevaluate or finish things you've already gotten started. So start whatever it is in February, strike while the iron's hot, like move forward with this inspiration and imagination. You need to get it going in February, because you won't be able to really start anything new until like May. So February is going to be important for you if you want to get anything new going. Then I see forgiveness. They're reminding you forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing anyone to be nasty or abusive or anything like that. Forgiveness just means not letting what anyone has done to you or said to you define you. Not carrying that energy around every day. Not telling that story. Just realizing that you're healed, you're whole, you're complete, and standing in that worthiness. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. So who's next, John?
Eve.
All right, Eve, what's up? It's so great to hear from you. I really enjoyed the picture of your new house. It's so cool to follow your journey and to know that my readings have been on point for you. I did see the new house. I saw it this year, and I'm just so excited that it's come so soon.
Sorry, questions about.
Oh, so her question's about the house. All right.
I'm worried about my new home. Is this transaction legit? I just put down $750.
Okay. Okay, so you're just wondering, are you being scammed here? Is this legit? You just put down $750 on your home. Let's just pull some cards on it. Did you get any paperwork? This is a yes card, okay? But I'm also seeing messages to dot your I's and cross your T's. Like whatever company you're going through, research them, Google them, make sure that you have paperwork that's signed by both parties, that you're reading the fine print, and maybe even like try to find a lawyer that's like $100 to just look over everything for you. That might be a good idea. You know, searching message boards, searching scam email like websites, just do your homework if that will help you find your peace of mind. It might seem a little too good to be true, but yes, I do feel like this is good news for you. Let's pull some more cards. Yeah, the cards look good. It says you're going on a new path. There's many opportunities that are working out for you now. And this is just saying empower yourself. You see how this guy's like holding this club, he's got his arrow, like protect yourself. If you're getting that message that like something's off here, then definitely dot your I's and cross your T's. Like any paperwork that you have, if you don't have paperwork, call them and get it. And yeah, find a way. And I also see, like I said, you might want to just get a lawyer and start looking into it and Google the company that you're working with and the realtors that you're working with and just double check it. But yeah, I see you getting out of a difficult situation. I see things working out with your home. Trust the universe has your back, even if for some crazy reason this is a scam and you lost $750 and the universe is gonna help you. I see this sometimes too. I think I saw this with you recently. Like, you get out of a relationship, it's awful, like you're sad, like, but then the universe blesses you and gives you a raise and gives you a new position in your job. For me, my husband got into a horrible car accident and then our bird died and then we lost our apartment and it was awful. But then actually, was that 2 years later? Basically a year later, we were traveling the world and living in infinite abundance. And so, the universe might appear to kind of screw you over sometimes, but it always has your back. It'll always bless you. If it takes something away from you, like, just trust that that has to do with the grander scheme of things. And like, you're always going to end out on top. So whatever happens, just be like, you know what, universe, go for it. I believe in you. I trust you. Whatever you need to do, whatever needs to happen for your plan, I'm here. I'm a part of it. I trust myself to take the right steps. I trust the universe to take care of me. I trust myself to have boundaries and to stand up for myself. Like, I think this is an opportunity for you, no matter what the situation is, to start working on your trust and in your faith. Not just in the universe, but also in yourself. Because if for some crazy reason you got scammed or something, that you're going to fight this and that you're going to get out there and you're going to catch these people, or that karma's going to get them, okay? Other than that, though, I see this is the first card that came out, was the yes card. I don't see anything here that's saying that this is going to be bad and that this is going to be a bad situation. Everything looks great in the cards. Let's go ahead and pull some of this for you. But maybe you're just getting this message that you need to dot your I's and cross your T's with these people, okay? Motivation. Believe. Maybe that's why this is happening. Maybe it's your motivation to just make sure you got all the documents and stuff correct and that you do this well, this process. Since you're feeling like you're newer to this whole like getting a home thing, maybe you do need to do a little bit more research before you like close on it and everything, and you understand the process more and watch videos about it. And like I said, it might even be worth investing just a little bit in a lawyer. Some lawyers aren't as expensive as you'd think. There's people who work for not as much, and just do small cases and just keep it simple, or like advise you for an hour for a small fee. Just get your paperwork together and just go see somebody and just ask your question. I do see a message about you just doing that for your peace of mind and also researching this. It's your motivation to make sure you have this whole process figured out. Go with the flow. The angels and your spirit guides, the universe is watching over you 100%. Expect things to work out for the best. And then this situation, like your fear, could just be helping you be aware. First of all, to the fact that you need to ground yourself in your faith and in your trust, and to know that no matter what happens, you're taken care of. And also, awareness that if you're feeling like you don't really know what you're doing, to educate yourself, okay? Also, remember, I know a lot about you because I've done readings for you. You've had a lot of bad stuff happen in the past. You've entered into situations that really felt like amazing and great, and then last minute it got like taken away or it got screwed up, Even the situation with your family, people that were supposed to trust you, love you, protect you, there were some issues with that. And so you don't really naturally trust well. You don't naturally you naturally expect shit to hit the fan. So if you're aware with that, if you're aware about that about yourself and just know, yep, I've got a little PTSD with that or something, that'll help you to continue to like ground yourself with affirmations like, I'm loved, I am, taken care of. The universe is never going to screw me over. If I get screwed over, I'll mourn it. I'll be sad. I'll cry, but then I'll do what I need to do to move past that or to turn it into a situation that works for me. And karma and justice will always be served. Even if you can't see it, it will be and it always will be. This is a just universe, even if it doesn't appear to be at times. And so I feel like there's a lot that this is bringing up as far as spiritual work for you. But to answer your question, everything looks good. If something crazy happens, email me and I'll give you like a little mini free reading, okay? If that gives you peace of mind, if shit's the fan or like you get scammed, then I will literally do a free like mini reading for you, okay? But I don't see that happening. It really looks like the universe has your back here and everything's gonna work out, okay? So I'm excited for you and I'm sending you so much love and light. And we're gonna move on to the next person.
So, she wrote a question in the chat.
Okay, so who is it?
Sacred Moon.
Where? Okay. What's up, Sacred Moon Magic? Can you pull some cards to help me figure out what my guides are trying to get me to do so I can move past this transition phase? I'm ending a cycle and beginning a new one. Ooh, that is so exciting. I do feel some great energy around you. So how to end this transition phase? I do have a pick a card reading for anyone who's interested that's free on my channel called What is Your Intuition Trying to Tell You right now? Okay, so here's what's up. You're not at a crossroads. Sometimes there's like a crossroads that happens in your life and there's like two obvious choices or there's a couple obvious choices and you're like presented with them or like an opportunity comes and like that's a crossroad for you. Are you going to take the opportunity or like stay on the path you're on? Well, this is a message saying that like nothing like that really is going to come. You're going to have to create an opportunity for yourself to go to this next level. So you're in a transition and I feel like it's preparing you to get the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, energetic strength to be able to figure out what your vision is, what your desire is, and to anchor that down by writing it on a piece of paper or praying about it or making a vision board and then taking the first step. You might not know what the first step is because you haven't spent time on that vision of yours, okay? I found myself stuck in my life for years, just like wandering in limbo. Same thing kind of thing happened where like I had the end of this old cycle, things were getting better, but like I was just stuck in transition forever. And one day I just got so sick of it and I was just crying and breaking down and like I realized what I wanted. It was like this breakdown that made me realize, here I'm telling the story again, you guys. I realized that I wanted to be a fashion stylist. So then I was just like, okay, I need to do something about this. And so the next day I woke up and I got on Pinterest and I made like a Pinterest board of like what that life would look like. I pinned pictures of like the city I wanted to live in, the kind of apartment I wanted to have, the kind of car I wanted to drive, what it would look like as a fashion stylist. Like I found pictures, I just like typed in fashion stylist and like fashion and like photo shoot and found pictures that like reminded me of it and like added it to my board. And I like pinned outfits I wanted to wear and like what the whole thing was gonna look like and feel like. And I just started creating that. And then from there, I was like, okay, what kind of photo shoots do I want to do? And so I added inspiration of like what kind of models I wanted to work with and what kind of clothes and what kind of designers I liked and made little themes for each one. And these were all secret boards no one else could see but me. About a year and a half later, I was in LA living in an apartment that looked exactly like the one I had pinned. Like I literally was like, I want wood floors and I want brick walls and I want windows I can see palm trees out of. I want it to be up high. Somehow I manifested an apartment that looked exactly like my dream, except I probably should have specified I wanted it to be like multiple rooms because it ended up being a small studio. But that's besides the point. I worked with some of the exact models that I had pinned to my board. It was crazy the day I found that out. People were asking me like, "Oh, do you have an idea for a shoot?" And like I went to my Pinterest and I had these old ideas I had spent months and months and months working on when I was living in the suburbs in an apartment that was falling apart, like just, dreaming. And here I was actually making those vision boards come alive. So I don't know if you ever watched that movie, The Secret. It's kind of cheesy and it's like, it's true, but like you also have to be the one that does the work. That movie kind of paints it out like, just make a vision board, everything's gonna work out. Partly true, but you still have to be the one that does the work. Like I had to physically take on extra work, save up money so I could go to the city and make that work out. Anyways, that's kind of where I see you're at right now. If you've already made a vision board, then tweak it a little bit or experiment with just doing some kind of like meditation to actually manifest it. If you type in Rainbow Harmony meditation, I have a meditation I made. It's like Manifest with Me meditation. You can try that. It's a really good way to manifest. Maybe I'll make another one sometime soon. But that's basically where you're at. You need to anchor your ideas into reality by making a physical mood board that like illustrates to you what that would look like. I always recommend a vision board over writing a list because, or maybe sometimes even above meditation, because it's so powerful what your third eye sees and like the vision that your mind sees to like get that in your head and like help you see that and like what that would look like. Very powerful. Like it gets in your subconscious. And if you look at the vision board like every day or you add to it and add a couple pictures to it every day, it's going to get in your brain, And so that's where you're at. This is the Magician card talking about you taking control, you realizing that you're the master creator of your life and like making something happen. I just posted a video. It actually uploaded in the middle of me doing this chat with you guys. It's called LTD 2019, which means Living the Dream 2019. It's called The Side Hustle That Will Take You to Your Dreams. Watch that video and I talk about how to have a side job or how to have a really good side hustle that helps enable you to work towards your dreams. And so maybe you need to tweak your life a little bit so that it allows you to have more time to follow through on your vision board and to take the steps that you need to take in order to move forward. So let's say you've got your vision board done, you prayed about it, or you did a meditation, or you did a ritual on the new moon or the full moon, and you feel like you know what you want and you're set. After that, just wait a little bit because you will start to get repeated thoughts and repeated visions and repeated messages from your intuition, maybe even dreams about like what to do next. And if you don't know what to do next, usually your next step is one of three things. One, saving money so that you can like buy a piece of equipment you need or to get the training that you need or like move somewhere or like go somewhere if that's related to your dream. Or it's basically get your education or to, gather equipment. So you need to get the tools, you need to get the education, and you need to maybe save money to invest in that or to go there. And so for me, with my dream, I realized I needed to like start taking photos. And so I had found some friends. Sometimes it's like finding people that will help you, will be part of your next step too. So those are like the options pretty much for what it's time for you to do. So this says basically learn about the law of attraction, dream a bigger dream for your life, be more aware of your thoughts and your emotions and the words that you speak. Like we're always casting spells with our words. Like word is bond. And so start telling yourself and speaking with yourself that like, I am working towards my dreams. Everything is working out. Like I'm creating my vision. When people ask you what you're doing with your life, instead of telling them I'm a bartender or like I work at this shop, like don't even tell them about it. Just start saying like I'm manifesting my dreams, or tell them like I'm, working towards my vision. And if they want to know what your vision is, just change the subject and don't tell them. Like start telling people like I'm on my path. Like I told people I was a fashion stylist even before I was, just because I was like I'm doing this. Like I know it. Like declare it. Like, you know what I mean? So, this says, what do you secretly wish for? Like, how can you take the first step towards manifesting it? This really has to do with making a vision board and being ready to make your mark on the world, using your willpower, going forward consciously and aggressively to use your skills and your intelligence to make your mark on the world and manifest your dream. Like, it's time to go for it. Don't wait for an opportunity. Don't wait for a sign. Trust your desire, okay? Even if your desire doesn't make sense. I have this story about a client of mine, long story short, I've told it before, but all he knew is he wanted his dream car. That's all he knew. And so I was like, all right, then just get your dream car. Screw everything else. If that's all you know that you want, go get your dream car. And so he worked and he worked and he got like 3 jobs and he like got his dream car and he had like his fat payment on it, but whatever, he just worked and was paying it off and stuff. Well, so many people came up to him and was like, bro, like, how'd you get that car? And so he started meeting all these new people because of it. He started telling the story about, like, if you want something, go get it. He realized he really liked to motivate people, like telling about his car and how hard he worked for it. And he was proud of it. And one day he actually met someone who ended up being like a Reiki healer. They really liked his energy and his vibe, and like they started talking about the law of attraction. Then he decided he wanted to get a Reiki session from that guy. And then long story short, he ended up training with that guy. And now he's like a Reiki healer and like a spiritual mentor. And he's on his path. And he still to this day tells the story about his car. And so if you want something material, or you just know you want to go to this specific school, or you just know you've got to move to this place, then put everything in that direction and go. Don't wait for an opportunity. I think in your situation, you need to create it. If you don't know what you want, go on Pinterest, make a vision board. I didn't realize I wanted to travel until I started like pinning all these pictures of travel and was like, okay, I'm going to manifest that too. Now I'm traveling. So, time to really think about what you want. And if you like to draw, then maybe even draw what you want. That's very powerful as well. So I hope that resonates with you. You got to make this happen. I think you're going to do a great job. I'll see you later. So who's next?
That was Evelina, right?
Who?
That Evelina?
No, that was Sacred Moon, yeah.
Sasha.
All right, what's up, Sasha?
What is my advice from my guides and angels?
Oh, okay. Advice from your guides and angels. Just give me a second to like tap into your angels and guides real quick. Okay. Ooh, change is coming. Let's get some more information about this change. What is this change? Okay, so I get this message that you've been doing a lot of clearance work and a lot of healing, maybe over 2018, and I get the feeling that that's like done for now. Our life is a lifelong healing process, but this is saying like it's time to ground and start taking action in the 3D. You've done the inner work and your outer reality is starting to shift in a really positive way. And so they're saying there's a change between like what your focus is on right now. So the healing, trust that like you're healed, you're whole, you're complete. And not to say you shouldn't meditate or pray and stuff, but you might want to not spend as much time on that and let your meditation and let your prayer be the action that you take. That's the change. You're going to start feeling a lot happier. I feel like this has been something like joy and like passion and happiness. It's actually quite new to you because you were going through this healing for so long. So they're saying the coast is clear. You don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. Like, rejoice in this beautiful new life you've created for yourself. It's a gorgeous message. Like, once again, you're in a really good place right now. You've left difficult times behind. It's time to come back down to the 3D. There are many opportunities now before you, and this is saying you've been feeling a little hesitant when it comes to your financial situation or your money about creating change there. It's time to create some changes when it comes to how you're making your money. This might be a message about starting a side hustle, starting a business, changing jobs, getting another job, something like that. So trust your heart in the message, but it has to do with your money change. It could even be changing how you're handling your money, maybe saving something, preparing for something, or investing in something. So this is saying respect the work that you've done during your healing and realize like you're the butterfly now. You've come out of the cocoon. You're ready to spread those wings and fly, and it's like an action period in your life. Wow. Actualization literally means taking action. Wow. But they're saying keep it simple. One thing a day. I was just talking to John about this. Like, our goal, the way we've been making it through life, is just one thing a day. Every day I always do readings. I always have a list of people to work on. But other than that, I like plan one other thing a day to move me forward, whether it's like a little bit of brainstorming or making another vision board, or today I did my Living the Dream 2019 video. Always just one thing a day, and like, you know, plan a little bit for the future, but just focus on today. The moment is really all you have. You're gonna be the most effective in the moment. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture, keep it simple. You are a light worker, you're here to help bring hope to others. And so this is saying it's time to pamper yourself now and to really focus on you and to move forward in a way that is really in alignment with yourself. So maybe they're saying like, is the way that you're making money in alignment with yourself and your truth? And if it's not, it's time to start making some changes there little by little. So you've, once again, like it's like a job well done about your healing process. And now you have more energy to put into your creativity. So I feel like they're saying you're on a creative path. So you might want to watch the video I just posted today. I feel like it's so synchronistic that I posted that today. I just felt like everyone in the collective needed to hear about it. It's about how to like have a good side hustle or a good side job so you can like find balance on the way to like creating a creative path for yourself. I feel like there's a message you could make money doing something creative, and to start thinking about that. Like you deserve more abundance. You've cut the cords with a lot of the past, so expect and believe this grief to be over. And now you have a clear channel to your inspiration. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you for your support, and we're moving on to the next person. How many people do we have left in line? All right, we're down to the last 4 people. Thank you guys for being so patient. So who's next?
Diara.
What?
Diara.
That's pretty. Diara. It's a gorgeous name.
Said, can you please just see what's coming in love and job? If this is 2 questions, please choose what's more important right now.
Okay, so we're gonna see what's coming in for you in love, and then I'll pull a quick card on like what's coming in your job. So what's coming in for you in love, Diara? Ooh, so there is a new love coming into your life. Now, there's this message that's coming out that's kind of hard, but I feel like it's coming out because you're ready to hear it. And I also want you to know that what I'm about to talk to you about, I've been through. So there's a message coming out that there was somebody in your family, perhaps mom or dad, that was neglectful or less than loving or perhaps abusive or just like emotionally distant or maybe kind of negative or like harsh with you, okay? And this affected you. And many of us have gone through this, including myself. It affects your development, it affects the way that you see yourself. And then when you grow up, unfortunately, it affects the kind of relationships that you're like attracted to. And so I do feel like in the past, you have attracted some people or like gotten with these people that would just like ghost you or like abandon you, and it like triggered these wounds of abandonment you had in the past, okay? And so I feel like these situations offered an opportunity for you to process just these old wounds and everything. And you've done a lot of that processing, and you've really spent more time in like reparenting yourself and like in self love. And so there's this message that like you've kind of opened up this new energy, and there's a lot of healing and positivity that's coming into your life. And there is a new love that's coming in that's going to be a soulmate, a really strong soulmate, somebody who's kind and someone who's loving and somebody like a healthy relationship. And so I'm getting this message to tell you not to be afraid, that like you've kind of slayed the dragon, like you've conquered the shadow, like you've given root to like this new love in your life, and you can trust this person who's coming in. So that's why I'm seeing like don't give up on love and give relationships a chance. Like for a while you felt like you were dealt a really bad hand, or maybe there were some players or people you had a crush on that never liked you back or ghosted you, and you just felt like you had bad luck in love. But really you were just receiving opportunities to like confront the past, and you did that. And so, and also those people should not be excused. The people that wronged you in love and in life, they're going to get some karma for that. They're not to be excused. But you also learned through it. You turned it into a good situation for yourself by healing and choosing that path of healing and self-love despite what anyone did to you. And so I see this new love coming in. I see like you can trust and have faith and give this new relationship a chance. You're going to recognize this person instantly. They have a really optimistic personality. And this is also a message for you to stay optimistic about your love life, to like continue to believe in real love. Like maybe you got jaded for a while and just thought like, you know, this is never going to happen, or maybe you haven't really experienced the true love of a real soulmate yet. And so this is going to be uncharted territory, but it's going to be amazing, and you're going to feel so safe with this person. This is also saying you're likely to meet this person through a friend or through your a group of friend. Like I get the feeling this person is like a friend of a friend, or like somebody's cousin, or kind of like roughly in your circle of friends. You might meet them when you're out with friends. So definitely work on friendships and new acquaintances, and be a little bit more social. February is a really good social month. They could be a water sign like a Pisces or a Cancer, which makes sense because I feel this really sensitive energy coming from this person, like this understanding coming from them. And this is the truth. Like this person is very honest, and it's going to create an environment where you feel like you can really explore yourself and explore your truth. Ooh, twin flame. That's pretty exciting. They're saying, continue to imagine what this person will be like instead of worrying about, are you going to be alone forever, or what about this person from the past, or whatever. Start changing your mind to start thinking like, what could this person be like? Like, what would they look like? Or what kind of things are we going to do together? And allow yourself to just kind of daydream about your new love and know that they're coming. Go with the flow. This person will make you laugh. And let this person and the idea of this person motivate you to keep being your best self, to keep moving forward in life, to keep making good choices for yourself, to keep taking really good care of yourself. Like prepare as if this person's about to come in your life. When I'm kind of working with people who are trying to manifest moving, I always tell them to get a box and just like pack a couple things up and just like let that be in their energy, and like clear things out and get rid of stuff that helps attract new energy. And similarly, when you're trying to attract new love, realize that love is really blissful and youthful and exciting and spontaneous. So try to find things in your life that are like spontaneous and fun and exciting, like go on a road trip, or go out with your girlfriends and get dolled up, or like just try new things, and keep your life spicy, and like that will help attract love to you as well. So you're going to have something to be very thankful for in the next couple months. Let's go ahead and pull timeline here. Yeah, around 4 months from now, I do see it's really possible someone's coming in, or there's a series of events that starts that leads you to connect with this new person. So I'm gonna pull one card real quick for your job. They're saying you're not gonna find your job situation as challenging. Pulling a couple more real quick. I do feel like as far as your job goes, the message about love is what really wanted to come out today. I don't see any challenge coming in your work if that's what you're interested in knowing. I see blocks kind of going away. And sometimes your love life affects your work. Like when you're working on yourself, being spontaneous, doing things that are fun, following your desires, you'll attract love to you, you'll attract positive energy in your work. It all kind of goes together. Whatever's happening on the inside with you is going to manifest on the outside. So keep working on your inner life. I hope that this resonates with you, and we're going to move on to the next person.
Next one is I don't know their login, but it's
Who's next? Can you open the window too? I'm getting heated. You guys, when I'm doing these readings, like I am literally having so much energy flowing through me that like I'll sweat. And I'm literally in this country right now that's like right beneath Russia, and so it's like freezing cold, and I'm like over here sweating. It's like so weird. So I have the window open and it's like ice cold, but I'm like hot. Does that happen to anyone else who does readings?
Medina?
Medina.
Something Medina. I just don't want to say both our names.
Okay, so we don't want to say both of your names because we want to keep you anonymous, but your name is like something Medina. So that's who we're doing a reading for right now.
When will I find one? Is my ex the one, or is it a different person?
Okay. So when will I find the one? Is the ex the one, or is it a different person? So I'm going to pull you a timeline. Sometimes the universe is like, gives me a direct message and it's like, yeah, 2 years or something. Other times I get these cards that are like, you're not supposed to know. Some people aren't supposed to know exactly when they're going to meet the person, because what if you're supposed to meet a soulmate or someone before that? And like, that kind of ruins it because you meet them and you want to write the relationship off, and like you don't feel connected to the experience you're supposed to have. So I'm going to try to pull you a timeline on when you're likely to meet this person. Timelines can shift. This is a tricky one for timelines. But let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're getting within 4 years. Okay, I do see a marriage actually. I'm getting this clear vision of around 4 years from now, or like within 4 years of you finding the one, okay? And a marriage. Is it your ex? Let's see. I'm going to read these cards. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, okay? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it with your ex. They're saying don't pursue this person. We're getting make the effort reversed. And then we're seeing retreat, disconnect. And like, it's like these people that aren't, obviously you see the wedding here, but their backs are turned. And so this is a message I usually get for people who aren't going to be connecting with someone. I'm sorry if that's hard to hear. Obviously you have a strong connection with this person. And I do see sometimes that people are going to marry their ex or that they're going to come back. But when I see that it's a no, I'm honest. And I think, it's easy to go back to the ex because that's all you know. You haven't met the next person yet. You haven't met the one. So your ex is the only person you kind of have to compare stuff to. So I thought I was going to marry my ex, and we even had a ring picked out, and it was crazy. And I actually didn't end up marrying them. I married someone else. And like looking back, it's just so weird because it's hard to put your ex in context until you do meet the one, or until you meet like your next soulmate. So you might still have these feelings for them for a while until you do meet the one. And that's okay. Like, continue to process this. If you have feelings, don't push them away. Don't like force yourself to feel anything other than how you genuinely feel. Don't beat yourself up for having these feelings. Like, it's your feelings, you know? Be there for yourself. But there is also a strong message not to pursue this person. If they come back, you guys want to figure stuff out, trust that path, but I don't really see that. And I also get a strong message not to go opening the door with them. But yes, your soulmate is coming in. The universe, it's so sweet to see this card come out with these because it says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations are helping bring this person to you. You placed an order from the menu and the universe is like taking some time to cook it up just perfectly for you, seasoning it just right. They're going to bring it to you in divine timing. So let's just go ahead and pull some more cards about your future partner that's coming in. Somebody else. Yeah, there is a strong message to just love yourself first. It's so annoying. I always feel bad, but I don't see them coming in anytime soon. This is really telling you to love yourself. And I know that sounds so cliche, but I kind of figured out how to break this down. In order to practice the art of loving yourself, focus on meeting your needs and following your dreams. Meeting your needs includes self-care. And so if you don't really know what to do right now to love yourself, it's easy to start with just like moisturizing your hands, going and getting that hair appointment you've been putting off. Maybe taking a look at your diet and asking yourself, is this food that I'm eating harming myself or is it healing myself? You know, is it healing me? Drinking more water, getting out in nature. If you're like in a city or you're just like kind of stuck in like your routine, like try to get out in nature. For me, it's been like a week since I got out in nature, and I'm trying sometime this weekend to go on a little hike or something, because I just know if more than a week goes by and I haven't got out in the nature, it becomes more difficult to balance. And so just maybe once a week trying to get out to the park or nature, taking a walk, trying to get around some trees and some grass, the birds and whatnot. And then you can even go above and beyond, you know, purchasing yourself some clothing that are colors that make you feel happy and vibrant and comfortable, and you know, anything you feel like you need to do that is taking care of your self-care. Taking baths that help you relax, taking care of your stress, getting therapy if you feel like you need to talk to somebody. You know, also following your dreams. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has desires. And the thing about your dreams and desires is this points you towards your life mission and soul purpose. So don't ignore your dreams. That's turning your back on your mission. And so find ways to visualize. If you can't take steps toward your dream right now, that's okay. Plan it. Educate yourself on it. Make a vision board about it. That's what you can do right now. And that's going to get your vibe higher, and it's also going to attract love in your life. Aw, this could be the one. So we're getting messages about this person that's coming in being the one. This is somebody that is not going to hold back. They're going to express their love to you. They're going to make it known. They're going to be present in your life, and they're going to be actively pursuing you. That's how you're going to know it's the one. Anyone that you don't really feel the chemistry with or the attraction to isn't. I get a feeling like you might be like pursued or hit on by a couple people, and you might try it out, but you're gonna realize the chemistry or the passion isn't there, or you're not attracted to them. And I get this message, you don't have to lower your standards. Like, that's not the one, because you feeling chemistry and attraction is a sign of a vibrational match. And so it's very important. Don't rule out the chemistry or the passion. You don't have to settle. Even if you've been single for a while, just don't settle. Passion, the next card, very important to you. I do see more children in your life, having children with this person, it being true love. And this is reminding you it's not your ex. This is going to be a brand new person. There's going to be this beautiful honeymoon period. where you guys get to know each other and beautiful dating period with you guys. And so, yeah, I do see this person coming in. It's somebody new. It's a true love, and they will be actively pursuing you and expressing their love to you. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're going to move on to the next person. Can you shut the window now? Thank you. Now I'm cold. This has been really fun, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I love seeing what the cards have to say for everybody.
The next one is where's their name? Angel Eyes.
All right, this is for Angel Eyes.
I'm stressed and frustrated. Do I have something positive happening soon?
Okay, so you've been stressed and frustrated, and you're just wondering, is there something positive that's going to happen soon? And I go to my psychic sometimes, or I like to pull cards sometimes when I'm in the same situation. It's always nice to like get an uplifting message from the cards. And so let's just see what positive information is coming in for you. Okay, so as annoying as it is to hear, the situation that you're going through really is like a learning situation. It's like you're learning something you're going to be applying to your life later. And so I just got this flashback, kind of like a vision, like a download to tell you about. I used to teach water aerobics, okay, to a lot of these like really grumpy old people who would just come up to me and would say some of the most awful things. They'd make comments about my body or my haircut. They'd call me names. It was weird. I had some really sweet clients too, but a lot of these people were just, and I couldn't really say anything back to them because it was my job and because, you know, they were kind of older and I know that some of them were struggling with mental health and stuff. And so I just had to always smile and grin and bear it. But this situation actually taught me how to handle criticism and how to be able to like defend myself or like stand up for myself in a really eloquent way and in a professional way. And this actually helped me because you know what? And also basically just how to ignore it. I have a lot of people trolling me on this account sometimes. Like, it'll be great. Everyone's kind. Every once in a while, someone will tell me, like, you're fat or you've gained weight or you're ugly or like you're annoying or the way that you shuffle your cards gives me anxiety or like whatever. Those are literally some of the comments I've got. And because I had that experience of the past of working a job where people would say mean things to me, like it's easier to handle and like I'm just like whatever. When it first happened, I would lose sleep over it. I would cry, I'd hyperventilate when I went home, I'd break down. Like I'm very sensitive. I'm an empath, but over time I learned to like handle it and like I learned how to like go in one ear and out the other. And I learned it was a reflection of them, not a reflection of me. So anyways, I tell this story because I feel like you're going through something kind of similar, stressful, frustrating. Why is this happening to me? Why is it like this? Why is everything happening at once, etc. But you're gonna go through something like this in the future, but you're gonna be much stronger for it. And it's actually gonna be in a really positive situation. So you're probably like, no, it's gonna happen again. Not exactly. It's just gonna be reminiscent, and you're gonna just realize, wow, like this doesn't bug me anymore. Like I've overcome this, and so you're being trained. Okay. Universe is sometimes a little annoying how it does this, but it does. So it's saying go with the flow. You're gonna flow past this. Now, as far as something positive that's gonna come in your life. I see that this imbalance you're feeling right now is going to be corrected. There's something very positive happening in your love life as well in about 6 weeks. There's some kind of union or like reconnection or like a new beginning in a relationship. there's just a message of like new beginnings in your love life, and this cloud of frustration like dissipating and like feeling clear-minded and feeling loved and connected with somebody romantically. This is talking about, once again, this message of this cloud of confusion and frustration dissipating and you becoming stronger. The hawk is also a sign of opportunity. I do see an opportunity coming to you in your work. It might be an opportunity of switching your schedule or something like that, or maybe like filling in a shift for somebody to get some extra money, or like speaking or being in front of a crowd of people. Some kind of like, it's like something is switching in your work. I don't know if it's a brand new job. Maybe it's an opportunity to like work at the other branch, or like I said, something about switching your schedule, taking on more or less hours, some kind of scheduling thing that's going to happen in your work that's going to be really beneficial for you. And then I also see something moving forward in your creativity. So maybe channel some of your frustration into your creativity. Sometimes when I get really anxious, like I just sit down and paint, and my paintings come out really weird. Like I literally just couldn't even focus on painting the other day, so I just took a bunch of water and just dumped it on my entire water palette, my watercolor palette, and just like sloshed it around the paper. But then like I started tracing it with a pen and making it look cool and whatever. If you need to take some paint and just smear it all over a canvas and just like, I feel like that's something you need to do, is like, like, when you're a little kid and you'd like play in the mud, you just get dirty, or like you'd wreck things. I feel like you need to do something like that, like something to get your angst out. Maybe try flick paint and use colors like black and red and orange and brown. Like use deep, rich colors, and like get a big canvas or just like watercolor and just flick the paint like Pollock or something. You need to like I don't know, smash something or flick some paint out, or maybe try screaming as loud as you can into a pillow. Like this is about releasing some of that energy. That really helps me. They even have these rooms in like Japan or something, or China, where you can like rent them out, and like there's these plates, and like you can basically smash dishes and plates and make a huge mess, and like business people go there to like get their angst out, or sometimes people just go for fun. But I feel like that would help you right now. But you also need some nurturing. They're saying nurture yourself. You're going to have more of an opportunity to nurture yourself sometime soon. Also, Angel of Miracles is appearing. There's going to be a miracle coming in, as far as something positive coming in for you. You're going to stay dedicated to your path. You're not going to give up. This grief is gonna be over. This stressful period is going to be over. I keep seeing opportunity in your work life. Opportunity in your work life. Let's move over to my other deck. Your home situation will change. I see a larger apartment or a larger house or like a better neighborhood or something like that, but there's a delay on it. It's not going to happen right away, but if you want something positive, that will be happening. So if you're frustrated with where you're living, you want to move out with the family or the location, or something's off with the place you live, that's going to happen. I also see a message about just like redecorating, changing the curtains or getting a new bedspread. Creating some sacred space around you is going to be fun and creative, and is going to lift your mood and help you to de-stress. Positive message coming in your love life as well. Something working out in your favor. Ooh, these cards just fell out of the deck. This is saying the Wheel of Fortune is going to smile upon you again. You just had some kind of lesson, something you needed to learn, like a little nugget of information you needed to pick up for later in your path. So you're feeling kind of indecisive right now. This is definitely not the best time to make decisions out of frustration, out of fear, stuff like that. Wait until you feel better, and that's a good time to think about the next step or moving forward. For now, creativity is just important for you. That's going to make you feel positive, and I see it getting your energy boosted, and there is some kind of miracle coming in. I see that in finances as well. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. So we have 2 people left? Or 1 person? Okay. So this is the last person.
It's
Who is it?
graphics. Remember?
Okay, so graphics.
Sure.
We decided to let you ask your question. I totally get your situation.
You know who this?
I don't. Oh. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we let you do your question because you didn't realize submission. So I'm reading your question from Xiao. I'm sitting here. I'm quiet right now because I'm reading. I'm gonna read your question. Okay. Oh. Wow. Huh. Okay, so I think you were definitely supposed to get this reading from me. I just feel a really strong energy about this. Okay, so you're wondering like is whoever this person was or like are they just trying to kind of like convince me to do this Taiwanese thing because like that's just what they believe and like they're just imposing that on me, but at the same time there was like a lot of signs around the situation and around this person, like they knew stuff about you they couldn't have known, like there was like this really strong connection, and now you're having all these dreams about it, so you're like, am I supposed to learn Taiwanese? Am I going to be going to China? Is there something there for me? You're definitely supposed to be studying plant medicine, okay? That we know that about you, but you're just wondering, is this the path? Should I go there? All right, universe, please give us a clear, direct message. This is very important. It affects somebody's life. Whoop. Your home, because it affects moving in your home. Okay. Give me a second. I just have to pull a couple more cards. I just want to make sure this is very accurate. And I got the full message here for you. Okay, so the answer so far is yes. I do feel like you're supposed to start learning this about this type of energy healing and perhaps the language if you don't already know it. You're getting reassurance that you have been getting signs and signals about this being part of your life. The dreams you've been having have been part of this. You're definitely on a shaman path and on a healing path, and this person could be a master for you or a teacher for you. Be careful about how much they're charging though, you know, and you might even want to ask for a trial. Like, can I just do 3 sessions with you and see how it goes? And then really trust your heart about what they're teaching you and what you really feel like you're getting out of it. I even allow my clients to do that with me. I tell them, if you want to just do 1 session or 3 sessions to try it out and then decide if you want to keep going, it's up to you, you know? So if they're not offering you that, if they're asking for like $2,000 or $1,000 down, that's a bit crazy. You want to just start just a little bit, if you have to invest in this teacher, and just see like what it's like first before you entrust your heart. But I feel like it's a good sign. This is talking about your frustration because you really feel like you're ready to move out and the clock is kind of ticking for you. And there's a strong energy, though, not to make a hasty decision about this. I know your home situation is changing and you've had some options and you really want to stay in the Netherlands. And I feel like the cards are telling you to take some time to figure this out. Like perhaps stay in the Netherlands for another year or so, get grounded. Too much change too fast might be hard for you. Whoever this healer is, maybe they can do Skype sessions with you, or you can chat with them, or you can write them back and forth, or something like that. This is saying, yes, overall, you will be spending time there in Asia. Like, you're going to be doing some studying there. There are some masters you're supposed to learn from there. And this is going to be part of your life. Let me just get a timeline real quick. See if I can get a rough timeline for you. Yeah. Hang on. I feel like you have a decision. You need to either go in 2 or 3 months or you need to wait a year. If all the signs really keep pointing to this and there's like a windfall of cash and you have a way to get over there, go for it. But once again, I feel like for you, slow and steady change is better than just jumping to something. There are times in life where you need to do that and you need to just go for the opportunity, but this opportunity will be there. That's what I see, is this opportunity isn't going anywhere, and you might need to just stay and continue to go through your healing process, get grounded for a while, and then go when you feel ready. So it's really about when you feel ready. That's what I see. You're becoming a lot stronger and more independent and more optimistic, and your energy is very bright. But I feel this like immediacy and this kind of like this energy of like anxiety, like a rush here. And so it's saying don't rush into it. Yes, you will be going there. Yes, start learning the language, start learning more about it. This healer, arrange maybe Skype with them or arrange sessions with them. But I feel like take it slow is the message here. Abundance, like you need to get your finances in order before you go off to go somewhere like that. And so that's something to work towards right now. Maybe this is, the signs are pointing like this is what you're supposed to work towards. And so that's kind of what I see for you, is like a yes, but not right now. Kind of reminds me when my psychic told me I was going to be traveling the world. And when she told me that, I was like, yes, when? And she was just like, don't worry, it's going to happen. The opportunity will come. And I was like, is it this year? And she was just like, I don't think so. And that bummed me out because I was like, I want to go. But about a year and a half, almost 2 years after I got that prediction was when I ended up going and traveling. And so I feel like for you, you're getting this message, and sometimes that happens where you'll get a big message and you'll get dreams about you're supposed to go to a place a year, 2 years, sometimes even years before it happens. I feel like that's what's happening. You're getting like a download of your future. So just be open to it. There's nothing wrong with learning the language or learning about it and researching it, or maybe trying to work with this person from abroad or whatever. But I don't see it's going to happen right away. Yeah, it says you have the power to make whatever you want to have happen in your life happen. And you have such a strong connection with the spirit, and your entire path has been so synchronistic, and just everything you've been through and like what you've done with your life and how you've transmuted everything is just so beautiful. And you truly are a healer. This card always comes out for you. It's a very elusive card, only comes out for people who are like legitimately on the healing path. And so that's you, which is wonderful because you know your path. Now it's just like figuring out your niche. And I feel like you're going to be studying many things and many concepts. Let's pull a card for staying in the Netherlands for a little while. Yes. Yes, you're going to have to be patient to get your situation together. Many moons will pass, maybe a couple cycles around the sun, couple years, but you will find that fulfillment. And yes, you have a very strong connection with China, with Taiwan. And this is saying your happiness is important right now, feeling fulfilled and happy. Try to find a way to be happy where you're at before you move forward. The past is coming up. You're starting to allow yourself to be happy now after what's happened. But yeah, this is finances. I feel like if you just jumped and you went to China or Taiwan, it would be difficult. Like, you need to establish yourself first, okay? But yes, the answer is yeah, this is coming up for you. It's a big part of your path. Don't rush into anything right now. Take a couple months. I think this 2 or 3 months is saying take a couple months to like tap into this energy and see how you feel about it. But it's not a coincidence that all these signs have happened, that you connected with this person, and you're going to continue to connect with more healers, by the way. They're all going to have little nuggets of information for you, and ultimately you're going to be using your intuition and your truth to decipher like what you need to take action on based on all that information. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your continued support, and I'll see you later. Uh-oh. It like stopped. It's like loading or something. It's doing that whole loading thing. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can still hear me because my phone's like doing something annoying.
So thank you.
Aw. Aw, you're welcome. I'm glad I was able to fit it in. So thank you guys so much for your support. And for anyone who just watched this and like was hanging out with me, thanks for being here. If you are still like, I really want a reading for 11/11, I'm not doing any on my site, but my partner John is. So if you email castleintheclouds01@gmail.com and ask for John, he can do a full reading for you for that price because he's having a sale right now. That's his sale price. His readings are legit. If you want to sample, if you're like, I don't know, I want to like get like a link to a reading he did, then just email me and we can send you like a sample of what one of his readings is like so you can like vibe out on his energy. And then my readings start at $33 and for free. I don't want to pressure anybody. If you want to get a reading, awesome. I try to make my prices accessible and affordable. Something that's worth it to me and worth it to you. Fair. But I also have tons of free content on my channel, so just subscribe. If you need something or you haven't, like, you just want to know about something or feel like I should make videos on a certain topic, leave comments. You can even email me, and I write down every single suggestion that you guys send to me, and I make my way through it.